Okay, so NXT Takeover, the end, dot dot dot. Well, it's the end of the beginning and the new beginning from an end. So we begin with Andrade Almas taking on Ty Dillinger. Not a bad match. Ty Dillinger hits a sick trap head super kick. That would have been a great way to end the match. In places like Lucha Underground and NXT, occasionally you don't win your debut match. But, nice match, solid opener, worked well. Then, we get a double. American Alpha. Coming out in pseudo Team Angle jumpsuits. Taking on the Revival. No flips, just fists. This is probably one of the best tag matches I have seen in the E multiverse. Because now the NXT universe crosses over sometimes with the WWE universe, so it's like a multiverse. And, you know, this was as crisp as a tag match as I recall from, like, the Usos and the Wyatts. Or the Wyatts and the Shield. The Shield Brotherhood. It's very rare that you get two teams that gel really, really well. Their match at Dallas had a couple of botches. This one, aside from a spot that I didn't know what they were going for, it looked like it was a power bomb with a top rope spot that got reversed into a top rope catch into a belly to belly, which is a pretty sick looking move. First I was like, was it going for like a C4? Was it? Oh, belly to belly. Okay. Thank you, Corey. Shut up, Tom. But great match, nice back and forth. A Grand Amplitude got reversed into a Shatter Machine. 1, 2, 3. Revival. Your first two-time NXT World Tag Team Champions. Great match. Crowd stupid into it. Whether it's Gable, like the ankle chants, Jordan, save the Gable, save the Gable. Crowd super. And then went out of nowhere, Shatter Machine, 1, 2, 3. The crowd's like, wait, what? American Alpha lost a match and the tag belts? But you know what? Solid match. And then we go right into another A-double. Austin Aries and Shinsuke Nakamura. Shinsuke is so good. Oh, he's so good. So good. Oh, he's so good. So good. There's light psychology plays. You know, Shinsuke does his back up and like, come at me, bro. And then Austin Aries does a quick combination to him and does the whole right back at him. I'm like, that's good. It's good, quick, basic psychology. And these two worked one of those hard, stiff, I'm going to kick you, but you kick me really hard. So while you're down, I'm going to do the whole, I'm going to recover. I love that. I love when a match has that nice, stiff, brutal, hard-hitting feel. And big hit. I reverse big hit to you. And there's that moment where it's like, okay. Instead of big hit, reversal, pin attempt. No. That you've rocked me, I rock you back. And we're both kind of in that moment. Great chain wrestling early on. Really good, hard-hitting kicks. Both guys had a good game plan. It worked well. And it was one of those, you made a slight mistake, I capitalized on it. Shinsuke gets the 1, 2, 3. Awesome match. So far, that made 2 matches where they're very evenly matched. But it was just one little miscommunication, one little slip-up. That all it took. I like that. It makes both people look strong. It means you can lose a match, but we should look solid. Solid in the process. And then we go into Asuka, Nia Jax. Crowd kind of split. Weird hearing the crowd kind of split. Oh, I almost forgot. Paul Ellerling showed up. Don't know who he is? Legion of Doom manager. Guy's pretty wicked. Because after American Alpha lost, these 2 massive dudes They're like shoulders, arms with legs. In that proportion. In the most basic ring gear. Black pants, black boots, black tank tops. They're normally called the Authors of Pain. And they whoop the daylights out of American Alpha. Two big guys hitting nice tandem moves. Like that. It's not two big guys just hitting moves. It's two big guys hitting tandem offense. So mark for good tag team is tandem offense. And lots of it. Good. Paul Allen, I was like, oh, Paul Allen! Great manager. And he knows how to get two hard, strong brawlers over. He just has to provide the right amount of little tidbits here and there. Have the two big beefy dudes throwing a little bit here and there, and that's it. That's it. It's a money-making combination. It's Heyman-Lesnar. Just this time, it's Heyman and a double Lesnar. Good stuff. Good stuff. Looking forward to it. So, back to Asuka Nia Jax. You know, Nia Jax has come a long way. She's still green, but if Ava Marie would have made the strides that Nia Jax has made in such a short period of time, there's a good chance that Ava Marie would probably be the longest reigning women's champion by now. Or they'd still be a Divas champ. Nia's gotten really good. And Asuka, while she hasn't taken the universe quite by storm, it's hard when you defeat Bayley, and the crowd loves Bayley. But it began with Asuka just doing her standard obstacle, blast through you. With Nia being like, no. No. And the powerbomb. And reversing your moves and stopping your moves and empowering my way out of stuff. I like it. It was good. Worked well. Told a good story. Asuka changed her direction a little bit. Started working a little bit more, stick and move. A little more submission moves. And eventually, it came down to 4 kicks to the head. It was like, whoa, whoa, Nia down. Big warrior cries, yeah! And kick head off. 1, 2, 3. Solid match. Solid match. Now, cage match time. Regular cage matches are hard to do, especially now, because you can't do any blood. So the brutality of the cage is always muted. And I'll never feel like I understand why, if I've got you down, why I go to climb the cage. I'm going to go for the door. I'm going to finish, I'm going to go for the door. Like it's the easiest way to win a cage match. If you can't pin or submit your opponent, knock him down in one corner and go for the cage and go for the door. Don't knock him down and then try to climb out. Just like in the video games. You knock your opponent down, you go for the cage. The door opens easily, not... No. Balor showed up in pain. So, demon in a cage. Okay. His intro, albeit in black and white, they propped up cage walls. And he knocked one down the slowly, kind of like Carnage, Venom, evil Spider-Man crawled his way across it. Then Joe came in like, I'm Joe. I love the build-up of Demon versus Monster. And they whooped on each other. And that part worked. The cage always seems like it slows down a lot of the match. For my money, I think I prefer a Hell in a Cell to a regular cage match because you get the full ring and you got stuff on the outside. A cage match, when they hit the ropes, you can hear the ropes don't give as much because they hit the cage. So it kind of limits overall mobility. But I like the NXT cage. Lots of chain link, you can tell it's been sanded down, and just sections of supports. And in some of the corners, instead of it being like the overlap, there's an actual gap there. And I like that, the little crossbar up top. I like that. It makes the cage a lot easier to look through. Because if you've ever seen a cage match in person, you really can't see much, depending on the design of the cage. This one, you've got, couple sections of uprights, blocking, beyond that, almost pure open visibility. Good. Good design. He saw a muscle buster, kick out. Coup de grace, kick out. Lots of sling blades, kick outs. What finishes the match? Finn going for the escape. Almost gets out of the cage. Joe slams him skull first into the side of the cage. And then super muscle buster off the second rope. 1, 2, 3. Demon Finn has been beaten. Man. Good match. Best match of the card? No. But it does mean we're greatly heading towards Shinsuke Samoa Joe. Maybe in Brooklyn. Which will be the same night that CM Punk makes his UFC debut. Overall, good takeover. As good as Dallas? No. As good as Brooklyn? No. But we're in a rebuilding time. If you look at the people who've been called up since Brooklyn, they pretty much call up like half of the high-up roster. In the rebuilding phase. But you know what? Still solid wrestling.